Howdy, 8th grade. Today we're going to look at how we can combine two different rational expressions that have different denominators to make just one thing, to make our lives a little bit easier. So instead of combining, other things we can put here would be to simplify. So we're going to be simplifying our rational expressions, or we would also be adding rational expressions. To be perfectly honest, all we're going to be doing today is adding. But the goal is to start with two really weird, crazy fraction things and to end up with one. And that's going to make our life a lot easier going forward, where we have to look at equations with these things in them. So we're going to start just by reviewing how we add fractions, because that's all we're doing today is adding fractions. And the first step is going to be to find a common denominator. And my second step is going to be to add the numerators. And then we're going to keep our common denominator. So what that looks like is if I'm doing something like 1/3 plus 2/5, my first step would be to find the common denominator, which is going to be 15, so it would be 1 times 5 over 3 times 5 plus 2 times 3 over 5 times 3, which is going to be 5/15 plus 6/15. So now I have a common denominator. The second thing I'm going to do is to add my numerators. So I have 5 and 6, that's 11. And then I keep my common denominator, which is 15. So that's both steps 2 and 3. And that's my final answer. So let's try this with something a little more complicated, not just fractions that we've been using since the 4th grade. And we are going to look at 3 over x plus 3 minus 9 over x squared minus 2x minus 15. So I've told you guys whenever possible we should look at these trinomials here and try to factor them. So that's what we're going to do today. We can try to factor this. I'm looking for two numbers that are going to multiply to -15 and add to -2. It's going to be 3 and -5. So I'm going to have 3 over x plus 3 minus 9 over, and I said this is x plus 3 times x minus 5. So to get a common denominator here, all I'm going to have to do is to multiply this one right there by x minus 5, which is going to be 3x minus 5 over x plus 3, x minus 5 minus 9 over x plus 3, x minus 5. Awesome, looking good. So I'm going to expand the top here, and I'll get 3x minus 15. And I know I'm going to end up with that over my x plus 3, x minus 5. And I'm subtracting 9 over x plus 3, x minus 5. So I know I'm writing this bottom part really fast, but it's the same thing every time, so I'm hoping we can catch up. What's important is what's happening on top. So I expanded that top part, and now I have this minus 9 as well. So I'm just going to combine those, and I get 3x minus 15 minus 9 on top with x plus 3, x minus 5 on the bottom. And now that I'm done with that, I'll just further combine the top, and I have -15 minus 9, and -15 minus 9 would be -24. So I have 3x minus 24 divided by x plus 3, x minus 5. And just like that, I am all done. Good to go. So we can keep on going and try maybe one or two more, because I think this is fairly self-explanatory once we've started, and we've done a couple problems like these before. So let's try a bit of a harder one, and we're going to do x minus 5 over 2x minus 6 minus x minus 7 over 4x minus 12. And I'm going to start by factoring out all of these that I can. So I'm going to have This bottom part, I can take out 2's from both of these, so I get x minus 5 divided by 2 times x minus 3. So both 2 and 6 are even, so that's pretty easy to tell. Minus x minus 7 over, I can take a 4 out of both 4 and 12, so that's going to give me 4 times x minus 3. And looking at this, my denominators are already pretty close, so to get this one to look like that one, I'm just going to have to multiply it by 2. I'm going to have 2 times x minus 5 divided by, make that 5 look right, 2 times x minus 3 times 2 minus my x minus 7 over 4 x minus 3. Over on this side, I know 2 times 2 is going to be 4 x minus 3, which is going to give me my common denominators I was going for. And on top, I'm going to have 2x minus 5 minus x minus 7. So I'm going to combine my denominators, so they're the same, so I'm just going to leave it on bottom. And then go ahead and do the operation on top. So I got 2x minus 5 minus, and on this side I have x minus 7. Now up top I have 2x minus x, which is going to be, let me just first change this to addition of a negative. That'd be the easiest way to do this. As per normal, I don't like subtraction. I'm going to make that plus a negative. And now I can distribute my negative, and I get 2x minus 5 plus negative x minus negative 7. Minus negative 7 is the same as plus positive 7. So I'm going to end up with 2x minus 5 minus x plus 7. That's just the top. I still have the 4x minus 3 on bottom. So that denominator doesn't quite go away. Just simplifying the top real quick. And I have 2x minus x here. That's going to give me an x. Negative 5 plus 7 is plus 2. And that will all be over 4 times x minus 3. And just like that, I have simplified my fraction. And that is pretty much all we are doing today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day.